41. Are you playing football now? Are you reading a book now? Are you riding a horse now? Are you eating pizza now? Are you sleeping now? Are you writing a letter now? Are you cooking soup now? Are you looking at a cow now? Are you singing a song now? Are you dancing now? Are you playing basketball now? Are you running now? Are you dreaming now? Are you learning English now? Are you peeling a carrot now? Are you drawing a picture now? Are you painting a house now? 42. I'm going to play football. I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to ride a horse. I'm going to eat pizza. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to work. I'm going to drive a car. I'm going to cook supper. I'm going to run. I'm going to speak. I'm going to write. I'm going to learn English. I'm going to swim. I'm going to listen to music. I'm going to get up. I'm going to remember. I'm going to dance. I'm going to dream about a car. I'm going to look at a cow. 43. I'm not going to read a book. I'm not going to write a letter. I'm not going to sleep in my bed. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to swim in my pool. I'm not going to play basketball. I'm not going to see a bird. I'm not going to drink cola. I'm not going to eat pizza. I'm not going to dream in my bed. I'm not going to wear my t-shirt. I'm not going to shear the grass. I'm not going to sit on my chair. I'm not going to knit a pullover. I'm not going to ride on my horse. I'm not going to light a candle. I'm not going to shit. 44. Are you going to play football? Are you going to read a book? Are you going to ride a horse? Are you going to sleep? Are you going to cook lunch? Are you going to learn English? Are you going to dance? Are you going to run? Are you going to play basketball? Are you going to write a letter? Are you going to cook dinner? Are you going to watch TV? Are you going to look at a cow? Are you going to get up early? Are you going to have a holiday? Are you going to eat pizza? Are you going to drink cola? Are you going to play water polo? Are you going to swim? 45. It's going to rain. I'm going to eat. You're going to sleep. He's going to dance. She's going to learn. It's going to snow. We're going to have a holiday. They're going to play football. It's going to ride. I'm going to run. You're going to cook lunch. He's going to read a book. She's going to learn English. It's going to be windy. We're going to play basketball. They're going to write a letter. It's going to be dark. I'm going to get up early. You're going to watch TV. He's going to break his neck. 46. It isn't going to rain. I'm not going to eat. You aren't going to sleep. He isn't going to dance. She isn't going to learn. It isn't going to snow. We aren't going to have a holiday. They aren't going to play football. It isn't going to ride. I'm not going to run. You aren't going to cook lunch. He isn't going to read a book. She isn't going to learn English. It isn't going to be windy. We aren't going to play basketball. They aren't going to write a letter. It isn't going to be dark. I'm not going to get up early. You aren't going to watch TV. He isn't going to break his neck. 47. Is it going to rain? Am I going to sleep? Are you going to read a magazine? Is he going to play water polo? Is she going to cook lunch? Is it going to work? Are we going to read a book? Are they going to play football? Are you going to watch TV? Is he going to write? Is she going to sit down? Are they going to play with the dog? Are you going to have a bath? Is he going to ride a horse? Is she going to run? Are they going to blow their noses? Are you going to learn English? Are you going to listen to the radio? Are you going to visit me? Are you going to kill somebody? 48. I was playing football when it started to rain. I was eating macaroni when it started to rain. You were reading a book when it started to rain. He was watching a film when it started to rain. She was sleeping in the garden when it started to rain. We were learning English when it started to rain. They were running in the park when it started to rain. I was coming home when it started to rain. I was feeding the dog when it started to rain. I was in my room and I was learning when it started to rain. 49. Were you playing football when it started to rain? Were you reading a book when it started to rain? Were you learning English when it started to rain? Were you cooking lunch when it started to rain? Were you eating pizza when it started to rain? Were you watching TV when it started to rain? Were you running when it started to rain? Were you playing basketball when it started to rain? Were you sleeping in the garden when it started to rain? 50. I wasn't playing football when it started to rain. I wasn't reading a book when it started to rain. I wasn't cooking lunch when it started to rain. I wasn't playing basketball when it started to rain. I wasn't learning English when it started to rain. I wasn't sleeping in the morning when it started to rain. I wasn't playing water polo when it started to rain. I wasn't watching TV in the morning when it started to rain. I wasn't writing a letter when it started to rain. I wasn't drawing a picture when it started to rain.